Milton's grand style. Milton's name has become so synonymous with sublimity and style that whenever we talk of style, we unwittingly perceive of Milton. His famous epic, The Paradise Lost, is, undoubtedly, one of the greatest epics in the history of world literature, yet Milton's main reputation survives even today because of his grand style which he employed very successfully in this long narrative poem. It was a quality which Milton achieved after a long and varied experience of versification. The Paradise Lost, characterized as it is by distinguished imagery and diction, deserves quite genuinely the epithet of sublime. Sublimity in style is rather hard to define, but its chief characteristics are sublimity of thought embodied in sublimity of expression. The following are the chief characteristics which contribute to make Milton's style what it is. The most important quality of Milton's style is that it is erudite and replete with scholarly references. It was so because Milton was an eminent scholar living in an age quite famous for the revival of learning in almost all branches of knowledge. It was, therefore, natural for Milton to describe every epic detail drawing on almost all significant branches of knowledge. The character of Satan, the description of hell, the details of war, the explanation of paradise, the manner of tempting Eve and Adam by the snake, all of them are drawing on some definite knowledge imbibed from mythology, history, Christianity and sagas etc. Another quality of Milton's style is its suggestiveness. There are always two senses going on side by side in his poetry. He seems to mean more than what he expresses on the surface. As the poet's difficulty throughout the poem is to describe what he cannot adequately describe, heaven, chaos, hell, God, angels, devils etc., he therefore throws a few hints so that the reader could make use of his imagination for the rest. For example, Satan's huge figure, which nobody could have an idea of, is described with a few suggestive hints: head uplift above the wave, eyes that sparkling blaze, and other parts in bulk as large whom the fables name monstrous size. No further details are given to highlight the huge body of Satan. And yet the picture impresses itself upon the mind as if the satyr had been seen by the reader. Another distinction of Milton's style is that it is marked by conciseness and compression. Milton knows the art of packing maximum sense in minimum words and expressions. In fact, suggestiveness is a part of his art of conciseness. He is master of what Raleigh calls the packed lines. Each word and phrase is with full weight of meaning and every word is of great value. Every lexical item is connected with another in a kind of inseparable chain contributing to the overall impression of idea conveyed through them. Another quality of Milton's style is that he deviated from the common and accepted norms of usage. Dr. Johnson called attention to the peculiarity of Milton's diction by saying that it is so far removed from common use that an unlearned reader, when he first opens the book, finds himself surprised by a new language. Our language, Addison said before, sunk under him. Milton's is a personal style which, T.S. Eliot points out, is not based upon common speech or common prose, or direct communication of meaning. It violates the accepted rules of English grammar and syntax so much that Dr. Johnson said that Milton wrote no language. Milton had a preference for the unusual and recondite in vocabulary and construction, which led him to archaism on the one hand and to the substitution of foreign idiom, particularly Latin, on the other. Some of the characteristics, which are at variance with English literary usage, are inversion, omission of words, use of parenthesis, replacement of one part of speech by other, unusual compound epithets, archaism and Latinism in vocabulary. Another distinction of Milton's style is his use of blank verse. Blank verse was used by many other poets and dramatists, but Milton made it unique by giving it new vigor and vitality. Milton made his blank verse distinct by its varied movements, the placing of pauses, flowing music, continuous beauty, loftiness of tone, and incomparable dignity. Another quality of Milton's style is his specific use of epic similes. These similes are expanded to draw a complete picture, which undoubtedly adds dignity to the narrative. Milton's use of epic similes is not decorative but functional. They are live pictures of the actions, ideas, and sentiments. The first simile is the comparison of Satan with Leviathan, which is extended to 7 lines. The effect of the impression is not only of Satan's huge size but also of the falseness of his appearance, deception, and also lack of caution on man's part when near danger. The comparison of Satan's shield to the moon as seen through Galileo's telescope once again suggests the huge size not only of the weapon but also of the figure which holds it. The above illustrations clearly show that Milton's style was surely unique, which made it sublime and grand. Milton will always be remembered not only for his great epic but also for his grand style, which he employed very efficiently in his long narrative poem, The Paradise Lost.